Oh, Senator.
Senator Budd.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Duffy, great to see you. Enjoyed our time in the office a couple of weeks ago. Rachel, great to see you and your beautiful family here. Congratulations on your nomination.
Thank you.
Great memories, fond memories of our time together on financial services. It's only Maxine could say, reclaiming my time. All right. So, talking again about Western North Carolina, you know, the roads were devastated by Helene. Returning roads, bridges, and highways to working condition and restoring full access to mountain communities is going to take billions of dollars and months of hard work. Senator Blackburn mentioned it. The big problem right now seems to be delays. So what can we do? First of all, thank you for your commitment just a moment ago to work on that. But what are some things we can do to overcome the delays that we're seeing on this road building?
So first off, Senator, I appreciate you bringing that up. Again, I think when people from rural America feel like they're forgotten because they're from rural America, I think it's shameful. I want to make sure that they're not forgotten, at least should I be confirmed from the Department of Transportation, which is why I've committed in your office and to Senator Blackburn as well, to make sure that I go there first and foremost. I think it's going to take some work to streamline the process, but this is an emergency. Again, when we have communities that don't have connection because their roads have been washed away, I'll commit to you that I'll do everything in the power of the Department of Transportation to move the process forward as quickly as possible so these communities get access and roads that are functional again.
I appreciate you bringing that up. And as I talk with all these 25 Western counties that were most affected, their greatest fear is being forgotten.
Yes.
So thank you for bringing that up and letting them know that they're not forgotten. You know, in North Carolina, we're at the forefront of developing and reintroducing commercial supersonic flight. Like so many others in other fields, you know, China has invested heavily in supersonic flight, threatening not only American jobs, but our national security as well. So given the importance of maintaining U.S. leadership in this space, how will you help us and ensure that DOT and FAA will work to streamline regulations so that American companies can take the lead and not China?
Yeah, Senator, I would work with you. Obviously, you know the airspace and aviation space very well. But again, making sure we have those corridors where supersonic flights can fly and test, making sure we have rules in place that allow for the continued innovation in this space. Again, we can't let the weight of government hold down innovation at a time when China is leaping forward, nipping at our heels. We have to make sure that those innovators, again, in supersonic flight and many other spaces, continue to have a home in America where they can experiment, again, with the backdrop of safety, but make sure that innovation and creativity is happening here.
Thank you. You know, the FAA, and again, bringing up drones, it was directed by Congress to provide a draft rule for BVLOS, or beyond visual line of sight. And that was supposed to be September of last year, but again, they failed to meet this deadline. Without clear guidance from FAA, commercial drone companies are forced to operate on a patchwork of waivers and exemptions. It stifles innovation. It puts the U.S. further behind China. Again, another issue there. So again, what can we do to help on that specific issue to streamline and to make sure that the FAA actually meets these deadlines?
Senator, I think even worse than the point you bring up, they'll pack up and they'll go to a different country where they have clarity of rules, where they can test their products and continue to innovate, as opposed to the patchwork that you reference. I want to look at at where we're at in the rulemaking, but we can't have a patchwork approach. We have to have clear rules to beyond visual line of sight and make sure that this innovation continues to happen here. And I want to offer clarity to this space. It has a potential of revolutionizing so many different things in the way our economy works. Let's make sure it happens here.
Thank you. So I'm hearing a lot about, you know, the pilot shortage, as we talked about a few moments ago. But, you know, starting with student pilots who are going to help us solve this, a lot of them are telling me they're waiting months to either get a flight test, or those who are seeking additional ratings, they're waiting more than 3 months to schedule their practical test. So what can we do to shorten that? Or will you commit to work with me to shorten that? I think we need a lot more oversight of the DP, or the Designated Pilot Examiner program. Any thoughts on that?
Yes, Senator, I would welcome the opportunity to work with you and consult with you on what we can do to shorten that time frame for these young pilots.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Good luck.
Senator.
Thank you, Senator Peters.